so this is her fault. You broke Jesus?
He'll come back. That's his thing.
Grace and Frankie is the successful Netflix original comedy starring 9 to 5 alumni Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin. It was created by Marta Kauffman, who is well known for being a co-creator on Friends, and Howard J. Morris. Grace and Frankie ran for 7 hilarious seasons. The series started on the 8th of May 2015, and the 7th and final season was split into 2 halves, the first part being released on the 13th of August 2021, and the second came out on the 29th of April 2022. It has often been praised for eradicating stereotypes and portraying older members of society as still full of life, especially when it comes to sex, relationships, and dating.
We're making things for people like us because we are sick and tired of being dismissed by people like you.
Mic drop. Let's go home.
Here are 25 Grace and Frankie facts that you haven't heard before, including what Frankie Bergstein's real name is, where to find some of the West Wing Easter eggs, and why fans started a petition to increase Fonda and Tomlin's pay. The first season of Grace and Frankie had mixed reviews. It caused a stir because of the reuniting of Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin, but some critics found it too cliché. Media reviewing website Rotten Tomatoes' critical consensus reads, "Its soppy dialogue and cliched sitcom setup will leave most viewers wanting." From the second season of Grace and Frankie onwards, it was warmly received and cemented itself as one of the top Netflix original shows. It has won 5 Primetime Emmy Awards, including Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series.
What would you like us to do with it?
What do you think they want us to do with it? I had a feeling this morning. I had a feeling. Don't go to the beach. Come on, Carol. Let's get out of here before they tie us to our chairs and force us to watch blue movies.
The series was written by Friends alumnus Marta Kauffman and Howard J. Morris, and it was announced in 2014 when Netflix finalised a deal for 13 episodes straight to series. Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin were attached as lead roles for the series, and it premiered just over a year later on May the 8th, 2015.
Can I give you a hug? Or is that weird? We don't have to hug.
Okay, let's not.
Yes, we do.
It's a good thing I'm not allergic to rhinestones.
Oh, that is a good thing.
The production of the final season of Grace and Frankie was halted in March 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Production resumed again in June 2021, with episodes available on Netflix only a few months later in August 2021. Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin were named the lead stars of Grace and Frankie when Netflix signed its deal to secure the show. Next to be cast was Martin Sheen in the role of Robert Hansen, Grace's husband. Sam Waterston, who plays Frankie's husband Sol, joined the cast the following month. The next to be cast were June Diane Raphael and Baron Vaughn as both Brianna and Noir Boudica. Ethan Embry and Brooklyn Decker, who play Coyote and Mallory, were the last to be cast. Other big-name stars joined the production across the series, including Sam Elliott, Lisa Kudrow, RuPaul, and Dolly Parton.
They can't find parking because of all the protesters.
Oh, that's great. Where are our families supposed to park? Can't we do something about those awful people?
Can I take care of you awful people first?
Talking of Dolly Parton, in the final ever episode of Grace and Frankie, the pair unbelievably get electrocuted, enter a dream state, and end up in heaven's waiting room. Their caseworker is Dolly Parton, who appeared in a guest role and completed a full 9 to 5 film reunion. Her character allowed Grace and Frankie to resume their lives on Earth together, thankfully.
Ma'am, you cannot drive.
That's ridiculous. How am I supposed to get to the DMV?
Figure something out, I guess.
What is this, some kind of shakedown?
I need water.
You cannot drive until you get your license renewed, ma'am.
Oh, come on. We're like 6 blocks from the guy we're stalking.
No, you shouldn't tell me that.
After the debut season of Grace and Frankie, IndieWire reported that Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda were not happy that their salaries were just as equal to Sam Waterston and Martin Sheen's salaries, with Tomlin saying in the publication that the show is not Sol and Robert, it's Grace and Frankie. Shortly after this public outcry by the 2 lead actors, Sam Waterston and Martin Sheen both went on the record supporting Fonda and Tomlin. Fans of the show gathered around 200,000 signatures on the petition protesting the actors' pay, which led to Fonda and Tomlin publicly backing away from their previous criticism. They clarified in media interviews that they had never been displeased with their salaries to begin with, and a joke made in an interview piece had been taken out of context.
The toilet rising may be surprising, but if you got no core, you won't be on the floor. Skiddly pa! I'm way out.
She's tough.
Both Jane Fonda and Martin Sheen have been known for their activism over the years. Fonda was a strong voice in protesting the war in Vietnam in the 1970s. According to Distractify, she was arrested alongside Sam Waterston in 2019, protesting climate change policy in cooperation with Greenpeace. According to the Daily Mail, Martin Sheen is the celebrity who has been arrested the most times, 66 times up to January 2020. He has been a political activist and stood up to causes such as nuclear power, weapons, abuse of farm workers, and world peace.
Hey guys, great to finally meet you. Mom talks about you two all the time. I got a few more boxes in the car.
We will give you a hand. But I love him. You just met him. No, I can tell he's solid, man. I got great instincts. You have terrible instincts.
Each season of Grace and Frankie begins and ends with a scene on the beach. For example, the moment in which Grace tells Frankie she married Nick, and the moment the beach house displayed a sold sign. Grace and Frankie is actually Jane Fonda's first time as a lead actor on a television show. According to IMDb, she took acting lessons when preparing for the role of Grace Hanson, as she was having a difficult time playing a character so sustained in time. She had previously appeared in a recurring role on The Newsroom in 2012.
You know, they've got an incredible cheese section there. It's the only place I can find the Swedish cheese made from moose milk.
Want to have sex?
Oh boy, yeah.
It was actually Marta Kauffman's daughter who came up with the idea to have the whole show, Grace and Frankie, begin with Robert and Sol leaving Grace and Frankie to pursue a relationship together.
You guys are adorable.
Grace and Frankie is quite rare in the fact that the four main cast members are in their mid to late 70s when the show started. The characters themselves are supposed to be 70 years old, but at the time of recording the first season, Jane Fonda was 78, Lily Tomlin was 76, Sam Waterston and Martin Sheen were both 75.
Hello, Mr. Skolka.
Welcome to the Death Star. Nick Skolka, and you are?
Grace Hanson.
Frankie Bergstein, so nice to meet you, Mr. Skullcap.
Please, my father was Mr. Skullcap. Call me Mr. Skolka.
I'm still hearing Skullcap.
Like many long-running sitcoms, Grace and Frankie had a pregnancy to hide on screen. June Diane Raphael, who plays Brianna, was pregnant with her second child in season 1. Brooklyn Decker, who plays Mallory, was pregnant with her second child in season 2, and the pregnancy was written into the show's storyline.
You're a mother of 4. Have some self-respect.
Interestingly, almost every episode of Grace and Frankie has a different director. In season 1 and 2, there were 22 unique directors. Lois Smith played the egregious mother of Robert Hansen in Grace and Frankie, who has no maternal bond with her son. She is only 10 years older than Martin Sheen, who plays her on-screen son, Robert.
Why are you here? So, Mom, Barry and I are,
We are together. Is that the word you're looking for?
It's pretty close.
Good.
Goodness, I didn't. He is with you? But he's so nice.
In 2018, Lily Tomlin was nominated for an Emmy Award for lead actress in a comedy series for her role as Frankie Bergstein. However, she lost out to Rachel Brosnahan, the lead in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, written by Amy Sherman Palladino on Amazon Prime Video.
Dear Diary, tomorrow I buckle down and hit the books. Smiley face, winky face, heart, heart, prayer hands.
Each episode of Grace and Frankie has the prefix the. This could possibly be the doing of the series creator Marta Kauffman, who also famously created Friends and named each episode with the one with the. During season 3 of Grace and Frankie, Martin Sheen's character Robert gets the lead role in 1776, where he plays John Adams. Martin Sheen has often played real or fictional presidents and politicians in his career. This includes John F. Kennedy in 1983, Robert F. Kennedy in 1974, and John Dean in 1979 in the Nixon administration. Fictional presidents played by Martin Sheen include President Josiah Bartlet on the show The West Wing, Greg Stilson in The Dead Zone in 1983, and lastly an unnamed president in Medusa's Child in 1997. June Diane Raphael, who plays Brianna in Grace and Frankie, also played Tinifer in Parks and Recreation. Sam Elliott, who plays Phil Milstein in Grace and Frankie, also starred in Parks and Rec as the second Ron. Both Tinifer and Ron 2.0 were former members of Eagleton's Parks and Recreation department, who merged with the Pawnee one later in the show's run.
I'd do it. I mean, I met some pretty passable guys. One of them had a micropenis, but
The rest were absolutely normal.
It was speculated during the first season of Grace and Frankie that Dolly Parton may have sung the theme tune. This is because it would have been a nice tie-in with the fact that Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin are in the lead roles, and they starred alongside Dolly Parton in the 1980 film 9 to 5. Instead, the country-style cover of Stuck in the Middle with You was performed by Grace Potter, who is known for the rock band Grace Potter and the Nocturnals.
Wait till you try out the neuropathy socks I got you. Danger ahead, uncontrollable urge to cha-cha-cha, pain-free all night.
During episode 7 of season 1, The Spelling Bee, a contestant named Josiah is asked to spell the word fartlek. Some avid TV fans may have noticed that this sounds very much like the name of Martin Sheen's character in The West Wing, Josiah Bartlett. In the same episode, another contestant is asked to spell subpoena, which is a callback to the fact that Sam Waterston played a district attorney on Law & Order for 16 years.
Could you pass the Tabasco, please?
Sure, coming in hot. Oh, I'm sorry.
In the film Peace, Love and Misunderstanding in 2011, Jane Fonda played a free-spirited ex-hippie, much like Frankie. Funnily enough, her character in this film was also called Grace.
Kyle, I'm sort of paying for my friend's services by the hour, so can we just kind of wrap it up?
Okay, all right. Well, please enjoy your breakfast and your friend.
Jane Fonda and Sam Waterston have previously starred together on The Newsroom in 2012. Martin Sheen and Lily Tomlin have worked together on The West Wing, which began in 1999. Baron Vaughn and Ethan Embry worked together on Fairly Legal in 2011. Lily Tomlin and Sam Elliott both starred in Grandma in 2015. Martin Sheen and Sam Waterston worked together in Eagles Wing in 1979. Martin Sheen also appeared alongside Sam Elliott in Gettysburg in 1993. Sam Waterston and Michael Gross, who plays Jeff, have both worked on Law & Order Special Victims Unit.
You old corn husk dolls. I just drove from Los Angeles with 2 pigs in my car. I stopped for gas and had to chase one of them around an Arco Mini Mart in front of a middle-aged surfer eating a Slim Jim.
Frankie Bergstein's full name is actually Frances Bergstein. Interestingly, Jane Fonda's mother was named Frances. Marsha Mason plays the lovable and forgetful Arlene in Grace and Frankie. Coincidentally, Mason also played a character named Arlene in the film Bloom in Love in 1973.
You want me for real? Well, here I am, baby. And there's only one direction I go from here, I'm afraid, and it's not prettier.
The off-license or liquor store where Grace's car is stolen in the episode The Bender in season 2 is hilariously the same store in which Cher is robbed in the film Clueless.
We can do anything we want. Right, babe? She said right.
I heard her.
I'm gonna take it out tonight, motherfucker.
Mom?
Oh, we got trouble.